the Raiders. It's summertime, ladies and gentlemen. It's summertime. Almost time for Madden 2026 to come out. It's going to be dope. It's going to be sick. Ow. Burn my lip. Hot noodles. Well, the name of the podcast is I Win With The Raiders. I Win With The Raiders. It's time to go get a W. Brushing up on the skills. Right around this time is when like all the Madden players, the good Madden players, are still playing. And should definitely be matched with a high-ranked opponent. The goal is to get to the Madden Bowl. The goal is the Madden Bowl. The goal is the bowl. The championship. The price gets higher every year. Last prize was $150 grand.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
Here we go.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium.
Raiders.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Got a good quarterback here. Let's see how this goes.
Love going to throw right away. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
On 1st and 10, Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. He's locked in early. Two nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Love. And that is incomplete here.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
The Love's throw brought in by Watson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go with Jacobs. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Slant around, he's got Dobbs. And it's a Packers touchdown. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one.
All right, there you have it. Green Bay comes out with a 7-play
keep
drive
that connection going.
75
McManus's
yards,
point after is
ending
good.
with a
And
touchdown.
that makes the score 7-0.
And the extra point, giving them a 7-0 lead.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
See what we can come up with.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
You got to the 20, that's good.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
That one complete to Trey Tucker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. That's caught by Myers. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jacoby Myers, 62 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed, speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
79 yards, 2-play, 3-play drive.
Each
let's play some defense, boys.
Each team has scored 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Let's make those adjustments.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Let's make those adjustments.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Jacobs going to try the middle, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go, D. It's the play.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Love. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Throwing. Love. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, so you're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is...
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Wilson. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Minshew's throw there complete to Myers. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now Minshew. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Damn it.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception, Love. Caught on the right side, Reed. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Here now, 2nd and 4. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw now, here's Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
All right. Starting at the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Short throw caught by Bowers. He's got room to roam. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down. Minshew sets to throw. That's to Bowers once again. Touchdown! Brock Bowers.
Let's go.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
On for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Good job, boys. Way to concentrate. Great drive.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Defense. 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 Yeah. That's the burp of all burps. That's the burp of all burps. Burp. Belch. That's the burp of all burps.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. The Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Good job, D.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Love now. They'll complete this one to Watson. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now a signal and a timeout.
Let's go, Max.
As it comes with
Max
9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Max
on 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel.
Yeah, blue.
He's going to field this at the 4. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis.
Yeah, we get the ball back.
For the 3rd quarter. A field goal, the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's Minshew. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Myers. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Minshew not coming off. They'll try and go for it. On 4th down, Minshew. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go
what a
for
play.
it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll look to throw here. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now back to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
No gain, and it's 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle. On 2nd down, Minshew. Open man is Tucker. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie things at 17.
All right, we got to play some D.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. And the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and forever. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another carry now for Madison. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll go Madison up the middle. Down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. First carry of the game for Zamir White. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Sounds good. Sounds like you're eating some good food.
53-yard attempt from this spot.
Enjoy, man. Left. You have a good day, okay?
They'll set up a throw.
You're welcome. Bye.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll go up the middle with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Minshew. Short throw caught by Bowers. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. On the handoff, it's Madison. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Carlson is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Love. On the move to his left. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jacorian.
Good job, D.
And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Good job, Raiders.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I win with the Raiders. Great game. All the defensive stops we needed to make, we made. The offense took care of business by executing. Yep, I played a pretty high-ranked opponent. I'm 2800. He's in the 3600s. Out of all the people in the world that play this game, there's a lot of motherfuckers that play this game. That's huge. Let's see who I shall play next. Game 2. Here on this Friday after Juneteenth. Flavor.
Come on, baby, what you trying to do? I'm trying to pull up on you like a drive-through. I wanna know if we rockin', would you keep it cool? Take trips and private dinners just for us two. Yeah, he buy me Givenchy dresses and feed me breakfast. Immaculate, loving when he show affection. About me, over like I'm stretching. And I ain't never out like wrestling. Back on got pass on it. I'm a flop. We spin a bag on it. We so extra feeling like young in the rest.
Yeah. Raiders.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
Let's go, boys. We at home. Welcome to Las Vegas, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful game out here. Hope everybody didn't get too drunk last night and ready to play. Hope you didn't lose too much money at the gambling table. Time for some football.
This taken in at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And we have Buffalo visiting.
He'll get this one all the way up to
Far
about
from the other side of the country. Here we go. All right, we know what we're messing with. We know what we're dealing with.
Now as they come
play
up
ball.
on 1st and 10.
Defense. Let them hear it. Defense.
To the air right away is Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I got 88. I got 88. I got 88. Bam.
They'll dump this off to Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches.
Let them hear it.
Out of the backfield.
Las Vegas,
that can also help
Oakland,
establish some
and
rhythm,
Los
right?
Angeles.
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Defense. Defense.
On play action, Allen has his man. It's Shakir. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
What a play.
They run for the first time with James Cook.
Good tackle.
And he'll maneuver his
Way to wrap him up.
2nd and 6.
Good job, kid.
Play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle
job.
up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Come on, D.
They'll run with Cook.
Yeah, clog up
Closes
the
quickly here.
hole.
He can find a
Clog
lead
up the hole.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
We got him! Yeah! We got him!
Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen rolling to his right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Damn it. Damn it.
Coleman, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills are on the board first here in Vegas. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
Boo.
7-0 Buffalo.
Boo. 8-play drive for 65 yards. Well executed by Buffalo. Now the Raiders have the ball.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Abdullah decides to take it out.
Going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Right on the chalk. At the 20. Driving a Bentley.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Kidding me?
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up fourth down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. Fourth and very short. This part of the field.
Gotta do better than that, man.
CD? I think you go for it.
You know what the intent was.
There's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early.
You know what the intent was.
Be aggressive and try and get it done.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. This is White. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it.
Horrible, man. Horrible.
And this defense will take over
right
at midfield.
Horrible.
From midfield, here's Allen. Being chased out left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. His first catch,
Raiders,
and it's a
need a big play.
They get the conversion on 3rd down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Bam!
They finally get to him as he's taken down.
Yeah!
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Allen. And this one is incomplete.
I was like, if he catch that, come on, man. You really trying to hate on me now, man. He caught that.
There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
I got my head
That was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled.
And
they were in a position of having to play it both ways.
Yeah.
Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 31 yards.
That might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
All right.
50 yards between this play and the last one.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really is, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he can't quite get there.
Just hating on me, man. Just making everything difficult today, aren't you? Aren't you, man? All right. Maybe you think I need to work. I need that work, man. Then work it shall be. Work it shall be. I got work to do. I got a job, man. I got what to do. I got what to do.
White. And nowhere to run on the interior.
Well, that defensive line not that good, man. Come on now. Come on now. Ain't that good. Thank you. Thank you.
Take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD.
Stop hating on a brother, dude. Stop hating on a brother, man.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker.
Thank you, Matt.
Coach, right now, I want to run this one over the big boy.
All praises due to Matt.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Touchdown, Raiders.
So 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Defense.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Defense.
Here's Allen to throw it.
Defense.
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete.
1:30, 1:26 on the clock.
And it'll be 2nd down. Allen off the play fake. That's to the right side.
And we get a tip on the ball.
Trying to get that one to the tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Looking left side,
And he's behind the line. That's a 4th and inches.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th.
Defense. Defense. Oh, my goodness gracious.
He's got enough for first across midfield to the 48.
Are you kidding me?
Up the middle to Davis. They
Good tackle.
Sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Allen now on 1st down. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
No defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. And he's good.
Yeah! Let's go! Let's go!
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and
Bang!
after the break.
Raiders, let's go.
Ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room?
How about this right out the gate?
Attempt.
And how about this right out the gate? Let's go, Raiders. Let's go. Let's go, Raiders. Let's go.
Set and ready to go for the second half.
Good.
1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all. I kind of like where they were going with this.
Can't expect them
as
to
you
block
said,
like
tie
that.
game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
First down, here's White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And now an audible here into something else. And he stopped immediately there. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Minshew sets to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Allen. Swinging this out wide here for
Let's go!
They do get a yard there, but only.
Let's go! Let's go!
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout.
Raiders,
it's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Raiders, defense. Raiders,
On play action, Allen.
Raiders, defense.
Max Crosby picks up the second sack of the afternoon. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining, still in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's my time. I want that time.
We'll be back.
Watch for the fake. I got the fake. I got 5. I got 5. Who got 4-6? Somebody got to get 4-1 too.
Here's the punter,
we good.
Martin, out to kick
we
it
good.
away. And they'll
That's
get to
right.
this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
All right, boys. We got the ball. We up. Let's be conservative and just get first downs.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next
Keep it
drive.
simple.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Minshew. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Blue 32. Green 19.
Now a give to Madison.
Somebody want to quit, y'all. Somebody quit.
First down.
They can't handle it.
Certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace.
Somebody want to quit.
This is ball control football, sustained runs.
Somebody want to quit. They're trying to tweak leak with their little turn on the computer, turn it off. It's like, yeah, come on, bro. Let's play the game. It's over.
Look to throw.
Play the game.
And this will be caught.
Touchdown, Raiders!
Score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Let's go!
Trey Tucker, 64 yards. And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize. But when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays with a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch taken in the house. Carlson now to add the extra point. Before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out. And they're going to get tagged for delay of game. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
We gonna be all right. We gonna be all right.
Yeah, slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20.
Let's go. Yeah.
It's good to make it 17-7.
A 3-play drive for 76 yards. 64-yard bomb by Minshew Turner.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
All right, D.
Buffalo offense ready to
switch
go
this
for
up a little bit.
Drive. They find
We're gonna go
themselves
here.
down 17
He gonna stay there.
as they start
And
this
let's rock.
first and 10.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Bang! Bang!
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partners, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. He's going to launch this thing downfield.
Got him.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Call the cops. We got him.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now a timeout called for by the defense.
All right.
So boy, that's already the 3rd.
If he don't get this, he going to quit.
Watch. Timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter.
He don't get this, he going to quit.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
Good play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Up the middle, it's Cook. And
good tackle.
Take it across midfield and into Raider territory.
Put that ball on the ground.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League.
Let that clock tick away.
from the 48-yard line. Here's
They don't want it.
2nd and 4.
We ready, we ready, we ready.
They'll try the middle with
Bam.
And he's dropped just
Give me a good
before
line,
the
ref.
to gain.
Yeah, give me a good spot, ref.
Leaves them with 3rd and 1.
That's right, Madden.
So they
Give
just
me a
need
good spot.
1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
And a good job of finding the open space to run
Yeah,
as he's
tick,
down close to the 30
tock.
here.
It's a
Tick,
gain of 13 and a
tock.
Buffalo first
Get
down.
that ball on the ground. I got 0. Got 0.
Allen
Got
now
the
looks
slant.
to throw.
That's my slant.
That is
Out of bounds.
Kincaid with it.
Boo.
Inside
Horrible
the
spot,
15-yard
man.
line.
Horrible.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Look.
This defense has certainly had an
Out of bounds.
outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a
He
first
didn't
down
get
there
through
for the offense. They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll
Touchdown.
take it into the
Damn
end
it.
zone for a Buffalo
Damn it.
touchdown.
James Cook.
14 yards.
And the Bills
Boo.
have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Allen will try to throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it with Madison. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
50 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Now they'll audible to something else.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on first down is Minshew. Throw left side complete. That's White. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this
Tick
drive. The holes
tock.
have been large, and they've been barreling
Tick
through and picking up first
tock.
downs.
Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The mouse put himself in position to run the clock down. So that's what he's doing. Hickory
Opting to run
dickory dock.
again here with White. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Game over.
This defense needs a big play in the worst
You
way
lost.
because so far
They're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's White. And this
there we go.
He is in.
Touchdown.
And the Raiders on to their fourth quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up.
That would be dope if 2-point conversions was worth 3 points instead.
Brandon, what I liked about that
because you need 9.
I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
There's no 9-point play.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard
Buffalo
line.
did well on the road, but they ran out of gas towards the second half. The defense just put a clamp down on them, and they didn't score much after that.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
They scored late in the second half, and it's just not good enough. Mike.
Steps away to his left.
Oh, overthrow.
Took a shot there on
so much
down,
pressure.
but he couldn't reel it in. Here
Doom,
comes
doom,
second
doom,
down.
doom, 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 doom. Under pressure.
Now Allen.
Coming down on me. Coming down on you.
Into the hands of Cooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, they need to score and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute. First and 10. The right side here caught by Kincaid. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
Closer to scoring 9 points.
2 completions for him
it's
on
not
this
bad.
drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Not bad at all.
These are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way.
Uh-oh.
Intercepted, and that should do it.
Uh-oh.
And the return goes.
Hey, don't quit, man. Let these seconds run out. I need to see my stats. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway.
You got to work on that,
man.
Madden. I'm trying to create content for my podcast, which is called I Win with the Raiders, by the way. And when people quit, I can't see the replays. I can't do anything, and it sucks. So you got to work on that, Madden. If there's anything you try to improve in 2006, you need to. I know you record the stats if somebody quits a game, but I want to see the replays, the highlights is what I want to see. I want to see that 64-yard bomb I threw when you tried to run that Tampa 2. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that. I want to document that.
Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think
so if people quit before the game and the clock runs out, man, make sure we can record our highlights.
He was wrong.
I mean, if not, I'll have to go back to the podcast and rewind everything on digital, but it's easier if I have it on the game. Okay? Thank you, Matt. I know you're listening. I know you're listening.
That looks like he'll throw here. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's Minshew. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it.
Touchdown, Raiders! Bang!
Cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's
beautiful game, boys. Beautiful game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
1 in a million. Ooh. Cole. One in a million. 1 in a million. And this was crucial. This was around the time where what? The scoring anywhere? Up, look. I knew it. As soon as I saw it. Right there. Oh, once he got behind him. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Tampa 2. Please. Please. Tampa 2. Beautiful. One in a million. This is a big play, too. This is my signature. My signature play right here. Boom. Oh, take it to the house. You were tied in, but you take it to the house, without a doubt. At least 40 yards on the play. Get it, day. Dip it, day. What a game. 30-15, the Raiders prevail with the visiting Buffalo Bills.
Society's time me release now. Crazy, I'm finna go see now. Coach came to me like I'm D1. Like what? Got some seen now, so the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got to love, no. You know how to get my life. You know how to leave my heart today.
Alright, let's see. Yep, I should have won that game. I'm a higher ranked opponent than he is, but you can tell he did start over. You got that little dash right there. They're still trying to rank where you at. That's good because it means you got game, but this ain't polished yet. Alright. Game 2 coming up in about 20 minutes.